object pronouns. So you've already read what they are in reference 96 in your English book, but we're going to review it today, or not review it, but actually learn about it and see what they are and how we can use them and find them in sentences. So object pronouns are basically just the objects of the preposition, except they are pronouns. So normally when we have a preposition, we have an object of the preposition that follows it, and that object of the preposition is always a noun. But today, we're going to be changing it into a pronoun. So let's start with a sentence. The horse jumped over the gate. Can you guys spot which word is the preposition? Yup, over. Over is our preposition. Let me find my orange marker and write P for preposition right there. Over is our preposition. Now, what word is the object of the preposition? What did the horse jump over? The gate, that's correct. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to put OP for object of the preposition. So that is not an object pronoun, right? Because gate is a noun. But today, what we're going to be doing is changing this part into a pronoun to make it an object pronoun. So, the horse jumped over the gate. Instead of having the gate, I'm going to erase this, and I forgot a towel or something to erase it with, so I'm just going to use my fingers. I'm going to erase the gate and come up with a pronoun that we can fill in there. Now, if you paid really good attention in your jingle that you listened to on the YouTube clip, what were some of those object pronouns? Can you think back to them? Okay, I'll make a list with you. We have me. We have us. Don't mind my crazy handwriting. Any others? We have him, her. What are the others? That's right. It, them, and you. Oh dear gracious. You should say, Miss Crook, you need to work on your handwriting. That's right. Look at that sloppy. Okay, so we can use one of these 7 object pronouns to fill in the blank here. What do you want to say? The horse jumped over the what? Or not the, but the horse jumped over me. We could say that. The horse jumped over us. The horse jumped over him. The horse jumped over her. The horse jumped over it, over them, over you. So let's just pick any random one. Him. The horse jumped over him. Now notice, I still am going to leave OP above it because object pronoun starts with the same thing as object of the preposition. They both are OP. So we're going to leave it simple and just leave it as OP. Where's my period? There you go. So the horse jumped over him. That's a great sentence with an object pronoun. Now let's look at some more. Okay. I have another sentence down here. Sorry, I covered it all up. Put my markers down. Okay, this time you might not have a paper with you, but you can pause this video and get a paper because I have a little assignment for you to do. It's super simple, super easy. Right here, I have the paper airplane flew blank and blank. We need to fill it with a preposition and an object of the preposition. I'm going to do like two, not three, two with you, and then I want you to come up with your own, okay? And you can just label this on a piece of paper as, let's say, your name there, and then OP practice. Does that make sense? Okay, that's what we're going to label it with, so that I know exactly what it is when I see it come through on the email. The paper airplane flew blank and blank. Do you guys remember some examples of prepositions? What can the paper airplane do when it flies? It can fly around, it can fly over, it can fly under, it can fly into, it can fly towards. There's so many prepositions we can use, but let's just pick a random one. Let's say towards. The paper airplane flew towards blank. Towards what? Now this time, remember OP can stand for object of the preposition or object pronoun. I do want you to find an object pronoun here. So we're going to choose one of these words and fill in the blank. The paper airplane flew towards who? Or what? We could say it. Let's just say the paper airplane flew towards us. That's an object pronoun. Now your assignment is to write this whole sentence, except you're going to do a different preposition and a different object pronoun, okay? So go ahead and maybe pause this video so that you can see what the sentence is, but then I want you to come up with your own preposition and your own object pronoun. Got it? Okay. After you've done all of that, you can start the video again, and we're going to look at classifying a couple sentences with these inside of them. Not all the sentences will have object pronouns, but we're going to just classify some today together so that it might be a little bit easier for you to do when you practice later on. Okay, let me get it all set up here. The first one that we are going to do is, I should have brought a paper towel with me. Let me just erase it here. Make some messy fingers. I'll clean them off later. Okay. First sentence we have is my sister's friends waved to her during the parade. My sister's friends waved to her during the parade, and what we're going to do is classify this. You guys know how to classify it. We know the question-answer flow. So say it along with me as you remember. Who waved to her during the parade? Friends. Subject, noun. Let's label that as a subject. Noun. What is being said about the friends? The friends waved. Waved is our verb. To is our preposition. P. To whom did they wave? To her. What is her? You got it right. It's an object pronoun. Object pronoun, but we're just going to put that as an object of the preposition or an object pronoun. Remember, they're both. During is another preposition. This is sliding down. During what? The parade. That's another object of the preposition. That's not a pronoun, though. The is an article adjective. Then we're going to go back over to here. Whose friends are they? They're the sister's friends. What is that and that? It's an apostrophe and an S, so we're going to call that a what, friends? A possessive noun. You got it. A possessive noun because it has ownership of the friends, right? The sisters own the friends. Whose sisters? my sisters, and that's a possessive pronoun because someone, my, owns sisters. And it's not a noun, so we have to put it a possessive pronoun. Awesome, we're going to end it right there. That's a great classification for our first sentence. Now let's look at our second sentence. Our second sentence here says, will you play with me during recess today? Who will play with me during recess today? You, subject, pronoun. Subject, pronoun. What is being said about you? You will play. Verb. This is our verb. And what is will? What do we call will? It's not somebody's name. That's actually a helping verb, right? The word will is helping play. Will play. With is our preposition. With whom will you play? Me. That's an object pronoun or an object of the preposition. During is another preposition. During what? Recess. Object of the preposition. When will you play? Today. Adjective. Not adjective. Adverb. That's our second sentence that we classified all good. All right, let's do our third and last sentence. I'm sure if someone's sitting there with you, maybe your mom or dad or siblings or cousins or aunt, they're probably really impressed right now. Whoops, I'm drawing on myself. With how well you can classify sentences. I know I sure was when I first started teaching you, and I still am so impressed with how well you guys can do this. So this one says, my dad laughed at us in our silly costumes. Who laughed at us in our silly costumes? Dad did. What's that? That's a subject noun. What is being said about Dad? Dad laughed. Verb. At is our preposition. At whom? At us. Do you know what that is? It's an object of the preposition, but it's also an object pronoun. In's another preposition. In. In what? Ooh, this is a tricky one. We have to skip all the way to costumes, right? Dad laughed at us in what? Costumes. Because it wouldn't make sense just to say in our what, right? So we're going to put this one as the object of the preposition. Then we need to say what kind of costumes? Silly costumes. That's an adjective. Then we ask, whose costumes are they? Our costumes. But what kind of word is that? It's showing ownership. And it's a pronoun. So it's a possessive pronoun. There we are. We did it. Oh, one more. I forgot. My. Do you know what my is? My dad. That's showing ownership again, isn't it? My is a pronoun, so it's going to be a possessive pronoun, just like this one was. All right, guys. You did awesome today. I'm sure that you wrote your other sentence that I had you do down here super well, and I look forward to reading that. If you have any questions, you can email me back, and I cannot wait to talk to you on Zoom today.